right. I'm Martina Moreno here talking to Cheri Honkala. She's a big organizer, activist, has been a candidate on high levels in the Green Party. So Cheri, can you talk a little bit about some of the challenges that are inherent to running a grassroots campaign that you think that people who are running for the first time should understand?
Yes. If somebody, I don't want to discourage anybody, but, you got to be thinking about three of the most important things. Nothing else matters in a campaign other than you get up every day, you knock on every single door that you can possibly knock on. And there's a lot of folks that think that they can just run campaigns and, appear on different shows or in the media. It doesn't work like that. People have to connect with you. So it's really, really, really important that you don't just get a big hat with no cattle. You got to knock on every single door. So door knocking is absolutely crucial. And it has to be the candidate, not just other folks knocking on doors for you. The second thing is that the candidate also has to spend 2-3 hours every single day dialing for dollars. And what you can do is you can find other like people that are similar to whoever you are. It's public information. Find out where they get their money and, develop the courage and pick up that phone. It's easier, at least it is for me, to sit in a room with 3, 4, 5 other people making calls because then you can turn it into a competition thing or whatever. But raising money is really important. And the sad thing is sometimes progressives just give up campaigns because they think, all I have to do is have a couple potlucks and I don't really have to raise money. No, you have to raise money. The movement doesn't run on love alone. We need the necessary literature and material in order to get out to as many people as possible, and that costs money right now. And and then third, you have to try and talk on many alternative media shows that you possibly can. And really get out there, because I think that, if all of us that believe in independent politics and taking on the machine got serious about doing a voter education and registration drive, we could steal this whole, use the word steal in a good way. We could take the thing back in a real way. Because people are so tired. They're so tired of the corruption. And as long as they have you standing at the door saying, hey, listen, let's do something new, brand new. In my district, people will change their voter registration in like 5 seconds because they had no idea.
That's really interesting. So you found that while going door to door, you have a lot higher likelihood in actually convincing people to register and vote Green.
Yeah, I mean, most people just have no idea what the Green Party is. They still hold on to the old ideas that it's, an environmentalist party for upper middle class white folks, and they don't care about any other issues. Well, that's maybe some of the real history, but that's not the Green Party today. The Green Party today is a multiracial, intergenerational party that's committed to, tackling real issues.
I think it's really interesting about you particularly. So you ran in 2012 on the Green Party ticket as the vice presidential candidate. And I think a lot of people at that point would be like, you know what? I'm good after that. Because that must have been difficult and stressful and scary in a lot of ways. So what has caused you to stay in the game sort of and keep pushing and keep running for office?
There's a lot of people that have invested in developing the kind of leader that I am, and everything that I know I owe to everybody else. I've, been raised on their shoulders, and they've taught me everything that I know. So it's just a basic thing that, we owe the next 7 generations to come, is a responsibility to do everything we possibly can. And things are so bad right now that, our planet is at stake. The extreme impoverishment, the incarceration, the deaths from drug overdoses, all of those things, we have a responsibility to do something about it. And that means everybody.
I fully agree with that. And I think that I think you're a beautiful human being, to be very frank. Because I've heard a lot of, you were on the Jimmy Dore show, I think like a month ago, and I watched that interview. I've seen a few of your interviews, and some of the things that you talk about are very, it's touching, like from a human perspective, to just know that there is someone, there are people out there who care a lot about other people, and I think that that's it shouldn't be such a rare thing. And it shouldn't take so much to push people to the point where they want to get involved, where things have to be this bad. But it has. But you've been at this for a really long time.
Yes. I like to think I'm 16, but I've been at it for a while.
I didn't mean a really long time. I mean like
a really long time. Yeah, I've been at it a really long time. But the thing is, the things that are happening are just, absolutely inhumane. And especially for our young people. And so all of us have to be like the moral compass right now. And, we have to say, no, you're not going to not share what you have. You're not going to just sit back and, watch as we bomb people and kill people and incarcerate people and not feed people. And so we really have to begin, that age-old slogan and organized labor, which side are you on? We have to begin to ask that question. And so that's not a comfortable time. And I think that if you also look at during slavery, right? That wasn't a comfortable time either. People had to polarize the conversation amongst the abolitionists. And, people had to begin to take positions on whether or not they were in favor of slavery. And, just like today, to be silent is to be a part of the problem.
I think that's definitely true. So if the lawsuit doesn't go your way, and I truly hope that it does, I think it's I think it's one of the most important things that's happening right now in the progressive movement. But if it doesn't go your way, what are your plans for what to do next? Do you have plans yet? Maybe running in 2018 for something?
Absolutely. I will not be counted out of this. Yeah, because that's up to the district. And we're not, it's a different day. It's a different day in this neighborhood and in this country. We really believe that people that are most impacted by these issues need to stand up and be the leaders around these issues. And I think that, that's what I'm trying to demonstrate, is that, okay, my neighbors came to me. I live here in this district. There's serious problems, and I'm stepping up to bat.
Great. I'm really glad to hear that. So you're really inspiring, I think. And I could probably talk to you for much, much longer, but I've already taken up quite a bit of your time. So I'm going to let you go. But I hope that you will consider talking to me again after the lawsuit, and maybe also when the elections come around in 2018, and let me know what's going on with that. So thank you again, Cheri Honkala, for taking time to speak to me.
Everybody get online. donate at 197 or 197 or something in between.
That's right. And we were going to put, and I'll put the link in the bottom, in the description of this video as well, where you can donate to Cheri's lawsuit because they could use a little more help. So please consider doing that and follow the coverage of that issue. It really is super important.
Because we're saying all of us, we are the 197. This impacts all of us. If they get away with stealing this here, they'll continue to steal elections across the country. So let's make it stop.
Let's make it stop.
Boys, Guillermo. Guillermo.
That's how moms do it, by the way, multitasking at its finest.
Yes, this is me as a single mom trying to be on a show right now. My boys are fighting in the background.
Of course.